Hey, good morning, Choice Residential. Hope your day is off to a wonderful start. Today, I want to just talk a little bit about when you're working new construction with smaller or local builders. Now, when you're working with large builders, they typically have custom contracts and addenda that really spell out every aspect of the transaction. So there's not a lot that's left up to chance, right? It's a lot of stuff to read, but they've really thought through the whole process. And everything is really clear because you typically go to one unified design center where they have examples of everything and you're picking everything out. And you can go through lots of different models and homes that are in process and see so that the client knows what to expect. But with smaller builders, oftentimes you don't have model homes to walk through, or they may not have any homes that are up to a completion point where you can walk through and really see what the finishes are like and that sort of thing. And then they often will send you to local companies, design centers. Maybe you go to a flooring store and a tile store separately and a lighting store separately to pick out those types of finishes. But when you're working with these smaller builders, you want to make sure you're extra diligent and extra careful to be very detailed and specific when asking questions and outlining what the finishes are going to be in the home. I mean, even think things like what's the size or thickness of the crown molding and the baseboards, for example. So you just want to be as diligent as you can. And oftentimes with some of these smaller builders, they like to tell you things verbally, and then there's a dispute about it later. He said, she said kind of a thing. So make sure everything is always reduced into writing through email and through separate addenda and that kind of thing, so that everything is very clear and there's never going to be any confusion between the buyer and the builder as far as what was going to be done. When it comes to landscaping, for example, what kind of bushes or trees are going in, how many, how far is the sod going to go back. Just make sure that all these things have been discussed. Another thing to make sure you consider is what's the warranty that the builder is providing. Some builders, especially smaller builders, actually don't provide a structural warranty. So you want to make sure you ask that question. And also, the standard North Carolina contract does account for the 1 year workmanship warranty that you're accustomed to with larger builders. But make sure you've talked through what that process is like with this builder that you're working with this smaller builder, to know how do you get things covered during that first year, what is covered, what is not covered, and have those conversations as thoroughly as you can with the builder and with your buyer so that everybody's happy when you get to the end of this process. So working with new construction can be a lot of fun, and it's really fun for you and your clients. With smaller builders, just make sure you're extra careful to get everything in writing and be as detailed as you can. So if you guys have ever had great or maybe not so great experiences with new construction of any size or kind, put them in the comments below. We'd always love to learn from your experiences. If you ever have questions for me, please reach out. Talk to you soon.